Hello, hi guys, welcome back to the Football Showdown channel. We are back with a new stream, a bizarre week of Premier League football, a bizarre week of uh, results as well. A lot of things have gone down in the Arsenal game. Probably the most confusing result, in my opinion. I mean, it is for me. Yesterday, we expected cinema, we were delivered cinema. On on Friday, people expected Palmer to start. All my FPL bros, FPL people, it was a disaster for all you guys. But yeah, we'll get into it one by one. No worries about that. Welcome, KB. How are you? Sup? How are you, Victoriacris? Hello, Mr. Halkwards. How are you guys? How are you guys? Okay, today the panel might not be there because they've got some important things to catch up in life. Uh, it could be convocation, it could be with the families and all of that. So they might not be there, so it'll be just me and you guys. So it could be a very, very short stream. Let me just get to promoting a few things regarding the channel and then we'll get to our discussions as regular. One second. Okay. Sorry for the delay, guys, by the way. I did not expect it to be delayed by 2 minutes because of the fact that, uh, yeah, I was trying to get here as soon as possible, but yeah, some things happened and that was the delay. One second. It should be ready. Yeah, I think we're good to go. Are we good to go? Are we good to go? I think we should be good to go. Okay, this needs to load up. Okay. One second. Live. Here we go. Do we have the chart? Yep, now we have the chat as well. Cool, cool. Okay. We'll take in a few comments. Yes. Not the FPL. Okay. See, I'm not talking about FPL immediately. I'm just saying that is one of the reasons why people watch the Chelsea game because people expected Mr. Palmer to start and stat pad as always. Man, I just watched the match. I just watched the match till 65th minute. Should have watched the entire match. I missed a banger. Absolutely. Wait, which one are you talking about? Are you talking about the Liverpool game or the Arsenal game or the City Spurs game? Which one are you guys talking about? I'm not sure which one though. Yep, Parth had his convocation. He's officially CA Parth as well. Congratulations to him. Chelsea on their way to purchase Fermin Lopez for only 25 million. For 25 million. Um, 50 million. Yeah, apparently on Stein reported 50 million, I guess. So 50 million. Yeah, what? No way. That's crazy. He's worth so much more. Absolutely. Liverpool game. Yeah. Yeah. The Liverpool game, bro, it was something, man. It was something else. I honestly couldn't believe the game. Like, yeah, we'll get to it. We'll get to it one game at a time. No worries. Uh, yeah, Hincapi. So this player, I'm not. So this player, Raja, has actually made me understand a lot about him. I've watched 3, 4 compilations as well. We can definitely talk about all of that, but I think we should be talking things in chronological order that I thought will be nice for our discussion, so viewers can come in and send in their comments as well. Lopez is is a 100 million player. Not gonna lie. Yeah, to a Premier League team, you could probably sell him for 100 million. That's how the Premier League teams are moving these days. So yeah, Liverpool having their Reese J20 movement in game week 2. Yep, they will lose probably. I told you Liverpool Newcastle game would be an all-timer. Sad it was on a Tuesday night. Oh yeah, for people in Asia and all that, it was Tuesday midnight. Yes, the title probably we'll have to see. Welcome, Ishan. Welcome. Yeah, so close to 5 minutes of discussion. Let me just say a few things. The Discord channel link has been pinned in the comments, so do check it out if you guys have not joined in. We have decent conversations on most parts of the day, especially presently with the way Arsenal are moving the transfer market. A lot of players we are linked to, a lot of players that are unknown for many people, a lot of players uh, few of them rate, and that's how we are able to understand regarding many players out there. I thought, okay, one second, bro. Why are some of the comments here not visible to me? I thought I'm bringing up all the comments. Is that not the case? Okay. Wait, are people able to see the pinned Discord? Are people able to see the pinned Discord comment? Let me just know. I think people should be able to see that if I'm not wrong. Okay, that's about Discord. If you guys are interested in FPL, do join the FPL code. There will be a giveaway end of the season. For that, you have to join us. The FPL tournament will become a closed tournament after game week 5. We'll take an entry till then, and then we can close it up properly. And then you got to be in the Discord. You got to be in the Discord channel as well at the same time. This goes without saying. Subscribe to the channel as well. So this is the FPL code. I'll keep it here in case people come in and leave in between. I don't think we'll have majority. I don't think we'll have the rest of the panel. So yeah, it'll just be me today for now, at least. I hope the discussion is fruitful though, because I do have thoughts. Generally, I'm very skeptical regarding me talking because I kind of go uh, beyond points most of the time. So I think with the help of you guys, it should be much better. We got wide profile in left back in Kepi and Mikel Arteta looking at this profile with Hato Martin. Yeah, true. Cool. The first game, I mean, I thought it'll be only fair to talk about the Arsenal game up front, right? Arsenal winning 5-0 versus Leeds. I will give my thoughts regarding that, but I think with the concurrent views out there, you guys send in your comments. I will take them from time to time. We can discuss you what I mean. We can discuss what you guys are saying. Maybe I could make sense, and you guys could comment regarding what I'm saying as well. At the same time, you could uh, disagree with me, and we can have a decent conversation regarding the Arsenal performance. Arsenal 5, Leeds 0. A very confusing game in my opinion, because we saw great minutes for Ethan Veneri in that midfield role that many of us have been craving for. At the same time, people were kind of skeptical on how Ethan Veneri could perform in that midfield role. Secondly, we saw huge minutes, not just like some fringe minutes. We saw close to half an hour of Max Doman in the second half, uh, in the second half of the match. Did he have a great game as a 15-year-old game? As a 15-year-old, getting any Premier League minutes is insane, right? Having tactical analysis about it, having deep thoughts regarding how he could improve based on these 25 to 30 minutes is absolutely insane. I know we can talk about like how he's been different or how good he's, but to come to a point where critically analyzing him or having slander names for a 15-year-old kid is not something that I would encourage, and I hope you guys don't do that as well in the comments, right? Uh, it has been a very dominant game. We have had like 68% of the ball of the entire game. Our expected goals were like 2.8 compared to their 0.17. We had total of six. How many? Yeah, total of 18 shots and three big chances. Right. Um, Absolutely. Let's just enjoy him at this moment. Yeah, that's what. Spotify is introducing DBM or DMs and they have more money for bars. Fair enough. Okay, I wasn't aware of this. I wasn't aware. Yoker has one goal in 90. If I can, yeah, fair enough. Bro, ain't no one's land. Trust me. I see. I guess you are not part of the group of people who are on Twitter or on that side of Twitter where they slander each and everyone as much as possible. Maybe for a fact that some of my mutuals have gone on to that side of Twitter where they start slanting people for the sake of it. I think they lost themselves in that, and yeah, they forget the age, the kind of talent that is available, and they start saying bullshit at this point. So yeah, and I think we can look into each player specifically, and then we can have a conversation regarding each one of them. Uh, David Raya, did he have anything to do apart from that one chance that Leeds had in the first half? I don't think so. I think every other shot after that was basic goalkeeping drills kind of save. And apart from that, I think he had a solid game in making sure that the back line was solid and not conceding any goals. Yes, he did have one great save, and after that, I thought it was kind of you know a routine basic day against a team that doesn't have that much quality in their squad. All right. Do let me know what you guys think. Maybe a few ratings as well. I would rate this performance a basic 7.5 out of 10. Yeah, like how the rating says 7.5 out of 10. He didn't have much to do anyway, so there's not much to talk about. Dorman's debut in Leeds game says a lot about knowing who can feature in the first team from academy. Yep, fair enough. Gyökeres says 8 out of 10 for Raya. That is fair. I didn't have anything to do, but when he did, he was comfortable. Absolutely, absolutely. Yes. Next up, I'll just remove the FPL code for now. Yeah. Next up, our backline, right? I know Timber is an easy conversation to have, so I'll keep that for the last in our defense. We'll talk about our centre backs, right? Saliba and Margales. Uh, it's when we talk about the centre back pairing, it kind of nullifies the greatness or the good things that each of them do individually in a game. We'll start talking about each of those centre backs respectively. Right? I think it's only fair to talk about them like that. Saliba in this game, I think, kind of played in two ways. I think in the first half of the game, where we were starting to understand a bit of our passing ranges and how our midfield is there up front, his passing has gotten a little bit better. Whereas in the second half, I felt he played more of the ball carrying centre back role, where where he got the ball, he pushed forward and laid off to the midfield, got the ball, pushed forward and laid off to the right back who was making those runs from Timber as well, right? That's what I thought. So it was game of two halves for Saliba itself, not in terms of like good or bad, in terms of the kind of way he played. So I thought that was something we kind of didn't see for majority of his time at Arsenal last season. I think since December onwards, we saw a lot of times where he carried the ball from defense all the way to midfield, like, even to like the final thirds and late of somebody. We even saw him some of the times as our extra man in our attack, and I thought he contributed well in that well. So for him, I would say a solid 8.5 in terms of a good centre back. Was he a threat during set pieces? Not really. I don't think that is his forte as well. So it's not fair to judge him based on set pieces and all that. What do you guys say about that? We started playing more diagonal balls a lot more. I remember playing a player saying Arteta discouraged it. Player, does Arteta really discourage such play though? Because remember, I think 3 to 4 seasons back, 3 to 4 seasons back, yeah, 3 to 4 seasons back, when we played against Liverpool and we didn't lose that bad, he mentioned in his I mean, in his what is that post match reaction, saying that Liverpool have a centre back who can lane like 70 or 80 yard pass, basically from defense all the way to attack. They can transition from defense to attack in just one long pass, right? I think he doesn't discourage that. I think he prefers such thing. Maybe we didn't have the personnel to play such kind of football back in the day. These days, especially since the preseason, where we've been trying to play a lot of long balls, trying to play more vertically, more centrally, you will put in all the fancy names, basically to have a high turnover. I think he's encouraging a lot more that in these days, because of the fact that we have players to play out such roles. And I think that's what I think. Proper centre back performance, absolutely, man. As someone said, it's harder to control it, creates more chaos. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, praised Van Dijk and how he can ping it to Salah. We do the same with White to both wings and Fury too. Yep, absolutely, absolutely. Any other thoughts on Saliba, or shall we go to Magalhaes? Wait, I rated it a 8 out of 10. Let me know regarding your ratings for Saliba as well. Whew, I've been doing a lot of stuff. I'm glad I brought water. 1 second, let me just take in some water. In the meantime, you can send in your performance, your ratings. I watched Jokere's solo goal on repeat. Man. Yeah, it was a treat to watch the goal. But again, we'll come to that performance in the variant. I know it's very exciting to talk about all the good things, but I thought individually talking about each player would be great as well. Hey Arush, I know, man. I know you got some important things with family and all that. So it's chill. It's chill. It's a little bit scary that I'm by myself, but yeah, it is what it is. It's been a while, right? Me conducting or me hosting an entire stream by myself. So whatever. 8 or 10 for both CBs, absolutely fair. Margalis, absolute. He's he's a player that the Margulis' story is really interesting, man. As a fan who's watched this project from the very start, I think people should be aware of how shit, or no, not shit, how diabolical Margulis was in that defense. He was not somebody who you could rely on to take up on the entire midfield. There were times, remember, when David Lewis was paired with Pablo Mari, and Pablo Mari was known to be the better defender. And from there, to see him be the main guy, take up the captaincy when Odegaard and Saliba are subbed off, it's a great story, man. Like, in terms of goals, in terms of physically asserting himself in that defense, being that front-footed defender, controlling his aggression at the same time, utilizing it in such a way that so attackers take it in mind to like uh, be in two minds whether to go at him or to go and pass it around or something like that. Is this something, man? It's absolutely something. Rashid carried whatever, man. Both of them had nothing much to do, really, just needed to play the passes. Absolutely. Yeah, I know. I'm just talking about like how these days we can talk about Magalhaes being that great defender that Arsenal wanted in the centre back pairing, but his story didn't start off well. Trust me, like how Keshav said here, Gabriel was supposed to be sold off during rebuild under Ateta. No, he was brought in during the rebuild. People didn't expect him to be the defender who he's right now. Proper captain, Big Gabby. We went from Mustafi Socrates to Big Gabby, and Big Gabby growth from season one to now needs to be a case study. He has grown so much, but Gabby showed his levels and stayed. Absolutely, absolutely. These 2 points, yeah, man. I think it always kind of reminds me of Mr. Wenger's quotes. I don't know the exact words regarding them, but he said, "I know the only way that uh, you can show confidence in a young player is by investing in points. With a young player, you tend to lose points, but at the same time, that is how they grow, and that is how you expect them to, be the player that the team needs them to be in the future." I just saw Gabriel player of the tournament since day one. I know, agree, he had that bozo genes and red card tendency, always had potential. Playing regularly and wanting to improve made him the best. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Right. Again, solid 8 out of 10 performance for me as well. The left back performance today, I mean, that day from Color Fury. What did you guys think about it? Right. Uh, I do think it was probably one of his best games. I'm so glad. See, one of the big things that came out of this game for a fact is that our entire backline after those 90 minutes remained uh, fit and did not come out injured, right? I was scared about Calafiori because he doesn't have a tendency to stay fit for long periods of time or like accumulate consecutive matches in a time, right? This match, I thought he was very good in when to make those darting runs, when to stay back, when to make those overlapping runs, when to come in centrally, when to put in those nice passes to always make sure that the defenders, as a left back, he's always being an attacking threat and made sure that Leeds defenders were always wary about their right hand side because he was somebody who kept putting those passes or line breaking passes on the left hand side, making it difficult for a left winger that is in non making it difficult for their right backs. They couldn't rush for the entire time because this guy was trying to pinch from the left hand side. That's what I thought. Lille producing solid centre backs, Botman, Big Gabby, and Euro. Yep. That pass to Jokeres had gone under the radar due to Timber's goal. Yes, absolutely. Welcome, KB. Welcome, man. How are you? I know you were the first one. I didn't think you. Okay. I think you joined and then you went off, I think, in midway. But yeah, that is fair. What did you guys think about Call of Fury's performance? Do let me know your ratings. Kala has been done dirty by his academy coaches. That's a maverick attacker and not a defender. Just give us 30 to 50 to 60 minutes each game, and he will create at least one to three chances. My inverted fashion model, fair enough. No, the thing is that he was a midfielder, I think, at Roma. Yeah, at Roma. Then he was put into the midfield because I think they had some issues with their defenders. So that's why he was put in that midfield. He showed good signs there, and then he tore his ACL and all that unfortunate things had happened. Then went to Bologna, found his ground, did well, and yeah, he's a player who is right now and doing great in for Italy as well, right? So yeah, solid game for me. I know it is Leeds. I know it is Leeds, so I'm not getting too much ahead of myself as well regarding this performance. Calafiori, a defender who attacks. Yes, but I'm here now. I'm glad you're here as well. Uh, yeah, our man of the match, and rightly so, Mr. Urian Timber. What a game, dude. I think okay, we can easily talk about the goals, but let's just okay. One second, FC Basel 2, where he recovered. Yeah, yeah, his recovery started absolutely. Yeah, yeah. Timber. It's easy to talk about the goals, but let's talk about his defensive performance. Solid, made those nice darting runs, inverted and overlapping. I was surprised that he improved his overlapping runs. At the same time, he was very, very good in inverting and playing as that inside forward or inside defender, if that's what people call about. And what really was nice, like how he linked up with Saka, put in that ball where Saka could make that run behind the defender, and Saka was able to score in his own fashion. That was the right foot finish against Leeds, right? It's Saka and right foot finishes against Leeds a better love story than Twilight, in my opinion. Uh, Obviously, his goals was something to like something really unexpected, in my opinion, because in a set piece, you always expect your tallest defender to be the one to cause chaos or to be the one cause problems against the defending team. But he was our shortest man in that set piece. His first goal was sensational to watch, man. It was sensational to watch, and then his second goal, yes, there were kind of sus moments, but the referees have been shit the entire game week. But yeah, it is what it is. He got a second goal, two goals, one assist, solid in that entire, uh, in those entire in that entire time when he was defending for the club as well. So I think that is only fair to give him a 10 out of 10 in my opinion. What do you guys think as well? Let me know. By the way, who triple captain Timber? Very very sus. Same, bro. Same. Just uh, who does that? Like, see, people having Timber itself was like very sus. I don't think that itself is like understood by people. Like how people took Timber. Was there news that Timber was going to play entire 90 minutes? I genuinely thought he would play for like 40 to 45 minutes. Sorry, 45 to 50 minutes, and Mosquera would be the one to come in and play those right back minutes, at least till Ben White comes in. So I was very pleasantly surprised about how Timber played, got those minutes, and then some people triple captain him. I think 15 people triple captain uh, Timber, right? Like, who the hell does that? I see. I see. I don't think anyone even captains a defender. It's very bizarre to see people captaining a defender, and top of that, you triple captain a defender, a right back of all people. That too of Arsenal's right back, who's not that who's like a Timber, who's not that great in terms of output, right? Somebody who's good at defending, but in terms of output, not so much. But it's just fun to see, and it's crazy. Bro, do you watch a full 90 minutes replay later? I just watch the 90 minutes and I'm done. Just watch the replay. Nah, bro. I'm not somebody who watches that the entire replay. I did that once. It happened in that 21-22 season where Arsenal went. Arsenal played Man City at the Emirates on January 1st. We played City out of the park. We dominated them in most parts of the game, and we somehow came out of that game with 0 points in our hand, right? And since then, I'm like, I'm not going to rewatch the game. I rewatched the game only for the fact that I was not there that day. I was not able to watch that game. There was a bunch of family gatherings and all that, so I didn't watch that. So when I watched that game as a replay, bro, as while I was watching the replay, I almost threw my phone. I was that frustrated. So I'm like, nah, I'm not doing this to myself. I'm never watching an entire 90-minute replay. I will watch highlights. I will watch player compilations that come out of that game as well, like individual player compilations. I'll do all of that, but I'm not watching an entire 90 minutes and putting myself through all that shit. Yeah. I knew your sadness. Absolutely. Give me information of those 15 people who triple captain Timber. I just want to talk. Where are other panel members? By the way, I have 67 points in my FPL. 67 points this game week or 67 points in overall, man? Because uh, some of our panelists got only 30 points or didn't even reach 30 points this game week, which is funny. But yeah, rest of the panelists, buddy, other they are with their families or they have some other important things to get to, so they couldn't make it today. So yeah, that pass for Saka was very White-esque. Absolutely, White does it does it game by game, and sometimes I've been wanting it from Timber as well. True, he has started to improve a lot on the ball, overlapping Timber. Terry, by the way, absolutely. Yeah, I think Timber, I think he's improved his overlapping and those line breaking passes to Saka. If he does that, man, I think Timber had made that right back spot all his, and I don't think much people would complain about that, in my opinion. Clean sheet and can get an assist as well. Exactly, exactly. People who have him in their FPL, screw you, man. But yeah, it is what it is. I'm back, chat. I have like 68 points in my FPL for game week 2. Please review it after you're done with this. Yeah. Yeah, we will have an FPL conversation in the very end. I'm excited for it. I scored close to 80 points this game week, so I'm more than happy to talk about FPL this game week. So don't worry about it. I'm very happy. Timber is excellent. Seeing his performance, some people say to sell White. What do you? Mm. Haha. So I posed this question in my group chat with my buddy in my in the channel's GC. It is not. I don't think White would be sold by. I mean, I don't think we'll push to sell Timber. I don't think we'll be pushing to sell White. Maybe it could come to a point where White would want to uh, make make it to the England squad consistently, right? Uh, I think if that is the case, and him probably not getting those consistent minutes in the Arsenal main team could make him push for a transfer to a team that needs a right back slash center back. Until then, I don't see him moving or Arsenal selling him at least till the end of next season. Right? That's what I think. I know it's a World Cup year. I do know after that Euros are coming. I do know for a fact that he had a falling out with the England squad, but that was basically because of one assistant manager and Southgate not helping the case as well. With Tuchel coming in, even Tuchel said that he wanted Ben White, but due to him being injured, he couldn't make it to the squad. But I think we had Tuchel coming out saying that he wanted Ben White to be there in that main team as well. Why Senel just a set piece team? But I don't know, man. We scored an open play goal from Saka, from Yokeres as well. I don't know what you're talking. Need to do those long switches to Martinelli. Yep, left wing. Over the top balls to Saka, next for Timber. Now we ain't selling Ben White as of now. Yeah, absolutely. Arsenal signed Mosquera, probably Hinkabe as well, Zubimendi, Gyökeres, Eze, Madueke. Found Max Doman as their future. Arsenal, not gonna lie, is building a team that has to win the Premier League. No excuses this time. Maybe. I'm not saying anything. I'm not falling for the narrative at all. Next up, the midfield. Odegaard, Zubimendi, Rice. I do know Odegaard came off in the 68th minute. To talk about Odegaard's performance would be sort of eh, but I think there were a couple of moments that stood out that okay, maybe Odegaard could be the player that we've been hoping since 22-23 season, right? He got a shot off in those. I think to say 38 minutes is not fair because he played close to like 5 to 6 minutes just to see if he can continue with that shoulder pain. I think he played solid 30 minutes. In those 30 minutes, he was playing so well. Uh, he got few shots off as well, which is great. He almost scored. It was almost like that Mbappe kind of finish. He opens up his body but tries to score it in the near post finish. So I thought he had an okay 30 minutes. Again, we can't talk more about it because it's just 30 minutes of football. But yeah, Odegaard was blah. Order position was solid, but on the ball was blah. Seriously, see, I think it's to be honest, we can't really judge. I think, in all fairness, we should have skipped the discussion regarding Odegaard. But yeah, it is what it is. I thought he had two nice moments, and that's about it because he only played for like 30 minutes. Did you see our midfield play similar to PSG midfield, constantly rotating and filling holes left by others? Yeah, I did, man. I think the clearest example of us filling those gaps was in that Man United game, where whenever we had Calafiori darting forward, we had Zubimendi taking the left back position. Whenever we had Ben White darting in, we had Zubimendi take the right back position. So whenever there were gaps in the midfield, we had no in the team we had our midfield take up those positions, Rice and Zubimendi, right? Odegaard, I think we've spoken whatever needed to be. There's not much to talk about in my opinion, so we'll just see about that. Just a set piece team, always fouling keepers for goals. Ah, that's cute. Who do you support, buddy? I think you do support Manchester United. I mean, if you're being still salty about fouling keepers and talking about goals, it's kind of very cute about you. I think you must be a Manchester United supporter. Hey, if you are a Liverpool fan, I have nothing much to say. If you are a Chelsea fan, it would be funny if you said that. By the way, uh, yeah. Who are we talking about? Yeah, Zubimendi and Rice, right? I think these two, which player are we on? Our midfield, Zubimendi and Rice. See, I think now we can talk about these two like how we talk about a center back pairing of Saliba and Margales. I think Zubimendi and Rice, when we brought Zubimendi, we were sure that this guy is going to uh, change the way Zubimendi is going to change the way Rice is going to play, right? But I think from the two games and the few preseason wins that we've seen, both of them unlock each other in different ways. Like I didn't expect Rice to unlock Zubimendi in this manner. I didn't expect Zubimendi to unlock Rice in that manner. What do I mean by that, right? When Rice was brought into the Arsenal team, many expected him to play the way he used to play at uh, this thing at West Ham. That is, stay at the back, be that engine in the midfield, eat up the ground to beat to kill out the spaces that attackers have, to be the one to get that first. To win that first duel, if not win the second ball at the same time, right? So in that way, we have seen a lot of that Rice in the first game and in the second game as well. Initially, people were like, why is he not playing that hybrid eight role where he darts forward with the ball, be that extra man and attack and all of that. I think with Zubimendi being there and being much more effective higher up the pitch, has changed the way has been playing. Some of my panelists, I think Parth and Aarush have been saying this from time to time as well regarding how Rice can play as that solid number six, number eight position where he doesn't have to dart forward all the time and can be the solid base in that back line. Um, so I thought in that way, the way Zubimendi and Rice complement has been good. In this game particularly, I thought he had a very, very quiet game, and then he came up with those pinpoint accurate crosses, not crosses, corners where he had two assists. No, one assist to Timber, and one was a very, very good uh, ball into the box where where we got a goal in the very end. So I thought Rice was very solid. I think if not for those assists and goals, I would say a solid 7.5, since there has been an assist and there has been assist. I would say a solid 8 out of 10 for me. Anik Ramzan, how are you, man? Sorry to butcher your name. My bad. My bad. How are you, bro? I'm doing well. I hope you're doing well as well. Pawan, welcome, welcome, welcome to this team. I hope you are enjoying this team as well. How are you, bhai? Zubimendi Rice Odegaard works as a PhD team mainly because of Zubimendi's ability to pass with both feet. Yes. Let's see how we do with same with Norgard. Hmm. That is an interesting thing to say. We saw a bit of this during our game when I think in the AC Milan game and the Newcastle game we did see with Norgard. Not that great aesthetically, but I think Norgard has also done well. Again, those are preseason games, so can't really judge about how they played. So yeah. Sometimes I feel Odegaard and Zubimendi operate in the same zone. Interesting points, right? I think why you are saying this is because of the fact that Zubimendi is playing very high up top, right? I think that is why you're saying, because I think a good example of this can be seen when Saka scored that goal, right? when uh when okay, going a little bit too forward in this conversation, when Ethan Vaneri had the ball, he ran with that ball, he lost the ball. Zubimendi was the one who got the ball, quickly passed it to Timber to Saka and goal. Normally, you expect Odegaard in that zone to put in that ball probably instead of Timber straight to Saka, or in this case to this one, right? So I think in that way, I kind of understand why you mean Zubimendi and Odegaard operate in similar zones. You are absolutely right to think that, and will that be a problem going forward? I don't think so. I really don't think so. I think this had happened in one instance or some instances. I think going forward with Odegaard being there without being injured, I think we'll see a lot more of him being that, uh, how do we say, as a hybrid aid rather than somebody who takes up Odegaard's position, in my opinion. Damn, suddenly we had a lot of influx of comments as well. I will take them immediately. They complement each other, perfectly cover each other's deficiency. Yes, this setup is good, especially for Rice, where he's not a high hit. Exactly. Hasib, welcome, bro. How are you? I hope you're doing well in life. I'm doing. It's a question I don't wish to answer, but I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right. Keshav, Ben White injury might be long considering how we are going for a La Liga right back. Looks like that, man. Looks like that. That is a conversation that has sparked since our link to that right back. I'm not sure about. Let's call him Martinez. I think his last name is Martinez. Right? It's easy for me to pronounce his name. By Saka की update क्या है कुछ? There is see reporters have been saying that initial scans say that he could be out for 4 weeks. Top gunners have been saying that he could be back for this game week itself, but on bench. Until Arteta comes out and says something, I don't think we have any official news regarding that. Uh, yeah, exactly. The first name is very confusing for me. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. That's why I'm just going to say Martinez, right? Martinez from Girona. Yeah. People who watched him, watched his compilations and all of that, can't say how good he is. Ainsley, buddy, if you are there, if you're still there with us in the comments, do let us know how he is in La Liga. Maybe you could give us a better understanding that rather than us who watch just compilations of him. As a start was Liverpool. See, this regarding this conversation regarding Eze will be happening on Friday, where we preview the matches that are happening in the upcoming game week. This stream is completely regarding the review or basically the roundup of all the games that happened in the week that has happened. So we'll stick to that conversation. The upcoming game week conversation we'll have it on Friday. So I hope you come back then. Sell Martinelli. I'm open to this as long he is sold to a European club, because I think he's a good talent. I just don't want him to go to Saudi unless like Saudi comes with like 90 to 100 million. I don't think the club or many people would want to disregard that kind of money, especially for a club like Arsenal. AC Milan game, Norgard was pure six, didn't rotate the way Zubimendi and has been, but Norgard is getting crash course on Zubimendi style by Mikel Arteta as per Handa Bosel, and we can see MLS in the number six. Yes, you know what? We'll come to that conversation in the very end. The last bit where you say regarding MLS playing in the number six position. Yeah, well, Odegaard played Anfield. Again, reports are saying that the injury is not that bad. He was called up by the Norwegian coach as national team, Norway national team as well. So that could potentially mean that he is injured. It could be a dislocation or slight tightness. It's not something that is like a huge long term injury, and that he could feature for Norway. So maybe that's why he was included in the squad, and maybe it's not as bad as how we all thought it would be. I think Arsenal need a goal. Huh? What do you mean? What do you mean? Arsenal need a goalkeeper. Match is available even in free last season domestic treble winner. I genuinely don't think we need to invest that much in a new goalkeeper because presently we have a solid number one. Kepa is a great number two, so I don't think we need too much changes in that goalkeeping situation. In my opinion, it will only bring chaos, and I think just now we are starting to find good rhythm in our in our goalkeeping situation. Martinez, complete fullback, perfect as a RCB in a three-man back system. But three-man defense, fast and agile, versatile and tactically intelligent, good positioning and anticipation, tenacious tackles as well. Also, to add to this, he is a La Masia product, a Barca product. If he's a La Masia product, instantly you know how good he's technically, right? Adding to this, is not so great in one-on-ones, as per what scouting reports have said. He's very, very good on the ball. He has good. I think he scored 4 to 5 goals at least in the compilations that I've seen. Small 2 to 3 minute compilations. In that itself, he has 4 or 5 goals in that. He has a very, very good long ball or a good ball for all the people who do the channel, all our attackers who make the channel runs as well. So he's a great addition. I think he is like a Ben White, but much more elevated in terms of technical floor or of the team, and in terms of the final balls as well. I think he's much more better than Ben White in that. But in terms of 1v1 abilities, Ben White and him are probably at the same level, if not lower in my opinion. Excellent technique, absolutely. Barca selling need a left back buys Zinchenko only for 30 million. Handa also said he doesn't need any approach. Yeah, he doesn't know any approach. Absolutely. So I think talking about it won't do much just at this point where we can have conversations regarding some other points in our team as well as right. Zubimendi. Zubimendi's performance has been solid. It has not been like how we expected it to be, eye-catching, insane, and all that. But the way he's pinging those balls with both his feet, like how Hulkwas has said it, was insane, right? To see him ping balls with the left foot, right foot, at the same time putting those line breaking passes, getting those balls in that midfield, at the same time recycling the balls instantly rather than waiting, keeping the ball, run with it, lose it because of certain physicality, because of the defending team imposing themselves. Right, it was nice to see quick line breaking passes that were made instantly instead of rather than just keeping the ball running with it because what had happened since Odegaard's injury was uh, Ethan Veneri's 60-minute cameo. One second. Um, 60-minute cameo, right? Yeah, his first vertical pass is so good. Suji taking shots as I mean, am I wrong? Am I wrong, buddy? Am I wrong? See, I wanted that certain number five gone 3 seasons back. I didn't want him just gone like this season. I wanted him gone 3 seasons back, right? So it's not this frustration doesn't just come from now. It has been brewing for a while. Like whoever has known me personally, who has been like a constant on the channel knows how much I've been saying like get this guy gone forever. Amadou Onana to come there because he's almost similar in terms of Partey, but much more physical and much more better on the ball as well. And the best thing is he's available. He's not somebody. Yeah, not you. No, brother, you could are. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. But yeah, Ethan Venere. Ethan Venere, right? Let me set up the premise regarding Ethan Venere before we have a whole as 10-minute conversation regarding Mr. Ethan Venere. He is an 18-year-old kid who played 60 minutes deputizing for the club captain Martin Odegaard, a kid who's very, very good on the ball and on attacking fronts as well. Somebody who needs to improve upon his out of position uh, bit of his game, probably, which we will discuss in this 10-minute conversation regarding Ethan Venere, right? So if you are going to make comments regarding that, I hope you guys are little bit, what do we say, considerate regarding his age, his development, because let's get into it. Ethan Venere had probably one of the best games in an Arsenal shirt. Yes, I do know it is just Leeds. I do know it is just a team which doesn't have that much quality in that team. But let's put things into context. It is an 18-year-old kid who is developing in front of our eyes, who's deputizing for the club captain, who's very good in his out of position play, who's not so great in recent times with his on the ball performance. What has Ethan Veneri done in this game? Right. I do not know if you guys have noticed. I do not have the pictures to back up my arguments. I hope you guys have noticed it along with me, right? Walk with me. When Ethan Veneri had the ball, what is the first thing that he has done instead of laying it off to players around him? Was take the ball and run with it at defenders. When he was doing that, close to 2 to 3 defenders were trying to get into was trying to impose themselves at him, creating spaces on either sides of that. God damn it, my vocabulary has put me down at this moment. Huh, okay. When Ethan Veneri was being that magnet, drawing the defenders out of their position, he was creating spaces around him, right? And in those moments, we had seen the easiest moment was when he got the ball, he ran into the defense, got close to 3 to 4 defenders on him. He lost the ball. What happened then? Zubamendi got the ball immediately, laid it off to Timber quickly. Timber to Saka, and then he had acres of space to run at, right? And then what happened? Saka goal. So what this guy has done is completely different, right? People have been saying that, oh, we need ball carriers in this team. Someone who Ethan Veneri, some people have said that Ethan Veneri needs to take it and go and run with the ball, right? I think in this game we've seen instances on where he needs to improve. That is, he's very, very good running with the ball because he is a proper magnet when it comes to drawing defenders out of position. What he needs to slightly understand is that when to release the ball or if he needs to run with the ball all the way, all the damn time, right? Because I think in his under 18 days or in his under 21 days, he's known for somebody who can outrun his defenders or somebody who he can outrun in that midfield as well. So he doesn't have to like really pass the ball immediately. But now he's in the big leagues. Now he's going to uh, take up those minutes in the main team. So in the way he's developing, I think if he adds a bit of patience to his game, that is, understanding how the game has been playing around him, I think that will elevate him to a different stratosphere altogether. At this point, as an 18-year-old kid, he is already showing signs of a lot of maturity from last season. Last season, we can, I think, be very honest. MLS has been that surprise because of the fact like how physically he's being ready for the Premier League. He can't get bullied. He's like a proper boy in that defense slash midfield, whatever kind of position he takes up. He doesn't get bullied, right? And Ethan Veneri could be bullied last season, but I think coming to this season, the few minutes that he's gotten so far, he was able to uh, grow into his body. He's able to not get physical out by people trying to get him off the ball. And if he adds a little bit of maturity to his game, that is like knowing when to lay off the ball, when to run with the ball, and like make those key decisions at the right moment, I think he could go a long way. Remember, it's just 18 minutes, man, and it didn't feel like we lost uh, our captain because he was that good. I know it's just Leeds, but put in context, he's been sensational in my opinion. Let's see what the comments say. I've spoken a lot, man. What the hell? Even Calafiori is Aura's back. He has been good. Absolutely, absolutely. We've spoken about Calafiori, Ashby. If you have thoughts regarding Ethan Veneri, I'm more than welcome to take it up and we can have conversations as well. Ethan Veneri, Ethan is everything we need in that whole what? Okay, in that hole in space kind of player, I think that's what you meant. So comfortable on the ball, evades pressure in every zone. His first thought is to move forward towards goal. True. Deficiencies. Release of the ball is still issues similar to MLS. Needs to understand the pressing trigger, but it is slowly coming. Absolutely. See, now, who brought up this point? There's something I do want to talk about, right? Uh, somebody brought it up. Somebody brought it up. Was it Anik? No. Was it Luke? No. Somebody brought it up. Okay, I'll just bring it up again myself. Risk taking, determination, technical quality, and ball striking, positional awareness, and IQ. You can tell he's maturing his own. Takes time to understand. Absolutely, absolutely, right. Last season we saw him get a lot of right wing minutes because he was supposed to take up those minutes because we didn't have anybody, right? I think coming to this season, that has been another difference. This last season, Ethan Veneri, right, when he came on, we almost saw him as that guy to do something to get us the 3 points when we are lacking anything in that attacking threat. Why I'm saying this? Because last season, one second. It was Anik, no, Odegaard occupying Odegaard space. Question. Yeah, yeah. See, you send in your questions. I'm just having this conversation with you guys because I think you guys are taking time and sending your questions. I think, yeah, Odegaard, yeah. Where is this comment? Where is this comment? Yeah, this thing. Absolutely, this thing, right? Uh, I think we had a conversation regarding, not exactly this, but I think it was something that I was like talking to myself in my head. But yeah, I'll send in your questions. Let me just think. Let me just say what I'm thinking, and you guys could disagree, agree, whatever. We can have a conversation regarding that, right? Right. Yeah. So last season, Ethan Veneri was brought in as that last hope, the ray of hope to get us those 3 points when we are in a losing or when we are drawing a game, right? So he was seen as a guy to get us that winning goal that happened last season when we played against Leicester. That happened when we brought him on in games as well, where we were expecting something out of nothing from our substitutes. Whereas this season, he is more in that developing role. Like his expectations are that you go develop, play those minutes on how you are meant to be played in your progressing in your progressing chart. Like if you need to learn how to progress the ball in those first 10 minutes, go ahead. If you need to implement all those things that you have learned regarding your out of position play, go ahead, do all that, right? So I think this season his most of his first 10 minutes will come into picture in terms of implementing whatever he does on the training pitch, where he doesn't have to be that person just to get you those 3 points until necessary, in my opinion. I think the pressure on him will be very, very less this season, and he can just go there and develop in the way that he needs to. Now Max will be the ray of hope. Hopefully we won't need it. I hope, man, because as a 15-year-old kid, the expectations have gone through the roof. Him getting those 30 close to half an hour was something really, really unexpected, in my opinion. I genuinely didn't expect it to be 35 minutes already. I thought get those fringe 5 minutes here and there just to make sure that he understands how first team football is. But to get close to half an hour was something I didn't expect it in my opinion. So yeah, that's what I thought about Ethan Veneri. You guys can let me know in the comments as well. I think we can talk about Noni Madueke's performance coming into this game. I think not many people expected Noni to start. I don't. Did people expect him to start though? Do let me know in the chat. I didn't expect him to start. Maybe for a fact that he has just come in and not gotten those minutes. But the fact that Arteta is like, you know what, go get your minutes, go ahead, go start and all that. Right? He's done that with Yorker. He's done that with Madueke now as well. I think we will see more of it. To be honest, Mikel uh, Rice have been name dropping him, especially in UCL, since there is no age limit there. Ooh, okay, okay, maybe right. Noni Madueke's performance on the left hand side, it was a breath of fresh air. We've seen him. What the hell? Actually, one second. I've got to take this call immediately. I'm sorry for the emergency. My bad. Just give me 2 minutes. I'll just have to take this call. My bad, my bad. I thought it was a recruiter who called me. My bad. Right. Where was I? Noni Madueke. On the left hand side has been a fresh breath of air. He's been the way he was linking up with our midfield, the way he was able to link up with Calafury as well. I think where his performance hindered on the left hand side, where he was not able to understand, or Calafury was not able to understand how Calafury is inverting inside. So where does Madueke need to go, or when Madueke was coming inside, where Calafury needs to go, right? Calafury was doing his own thing. He's like that. He's like that kid with a lot of energy. I don't know if you guys have done babysitting in your life, right? I've done a lot of babysitting with my cousins, right? I put him in one place. I turn around and come back to see them. They're not in that. They're everywhere but in that place, right? So I think Calafury is that kind of left back with a lot of maturity in as well, obviously, right? Whereas Madueke was not able to understand how Calafury makes those runs or make those changes in his play. So I think that's where the dynamic was lacking. Maybe that's why Madueke on the left hand side was not that great, like how Asbro said, he was fine. Whereas once Saka was subbed off and Madueke went on the right hand side, he started to grow into the game. We started to see who Madueke was. We started to see why Madueke was brought in as a backup option, in spite of people crashing out for the fact that we spent close to 50 to 55 million on a backup player, right? So I thought he had a decent game, nothing extraordinary, nothing out of this world. I thought he just showed why we needed a backup. He showed why he's a good backup, why he needs to be there on the team sheet from time to time on the left wing as well. Noni on the left wing was like water to a man dying of thirst in the desert. We've been starving on left wing thanks to Mbappe, Nelly, Trossard, Sterling. Our expectations of left wing right now is bare minimum. Fair enough. Fair enough. Eze was keen for Arteta's call. Sucheet is for. What do I say, bro? It has been a thing. It has been a thing like this since last year June. So yeah, any call that is not from my friends that doesn't look quite common that I see, I just pick it up assuming it's a recruiter. These days there are AI recruiters, by the way. AI people call you up and take basic information so the recruiters don't have to do all the work. It's a bizarre world, man. It's a bizarre world. Let's not get into life because I'm not gonna talk life with people on YouTube. No chance. But yeah, we'll stick to football. The football show will stick to football, right? Yeah. Next person, finally, man, Victor Gyökeres. We expected goals. We got goals. Victor Gyökeres played a game of two halves. First half, he kept losing the ball. He kept falling to the ground. He was not at all available uh, for a midfield. He was not at all imposing himself when running at defenders, right? Second half comes on, immediately within like 5-10 minutes, he gets his goal in the most Victor Yorkeris fashion that we have seen at Sporting, at Coventry, right? All that time, he gets the ball, creates for himself, and scores. Bang, from the right, from the left wing as well. So it was something that was nice to see that we didn't know a striker could do. At least at Arsenal, we don't have strikers who could do that. Our strikers in recent history has been, drop deep, liquor with midfield, make that run, get into it, head the ball, or score it with your feet if possible, right? Yorkeris, the first again, it is Leeds, but if you're putting into context, it was nice because you need our strikers to take up that confidence because the next game is at Anfield. We need our striker to be with as much confidence as possible. So when he scored that goal out of his own ability, that is his self-sufficient ability that he's very good at, it was nice to see him scoring and like uh, how do we say, score his first Arsenal goal in the most sporting manner. It's fresh. It's nice to see. I saw Yorker's second half on. I wish I could just see his second half of performance because he kept running at defenders. He kept trying to make himself an attacking threat no matter what. Uh, it was sensational to watch the second half, man. Especially the goal, the angle. I think Connor on Twitter where he posted that angle from the fans' perspective. It was something, dude. Like the angle was like wow, just wow. A Jokeres self-sufficient goal. We didn't create much for him, but another 90 minutes under his belt and more sharpness for him. Yeah. So this 90 minutes was something that really, really speculate that brought people to speculate regarding many, many things, right? That was regarding 1 second. One more recruit reached out. One second. Okay. Yeah. Oh, surprisingly, I've been getting messages from not the thing of it right now. But I was told Glockers can't score such goals in Prem. More of such goals will come against mid blocks like Fulham Villa. Absolutely, man. See, people have been saying that, oh, Victor Gyökeres scores only against relegation fodder or teams that are not as good as the big six, right? I don't care. Last season or the last season or the last season, our problem has been that we can't break down teams like Fulham or Villa, in this case Leeds, right? Because Leeds were sitting back. They were parking the bus. They were trying to make sure that we don't have much space, right? And that time you need players like Jokeres to create that chaos. You need players to keep running at them to make sure that we have a chance at some point or the other. If a striker only scores in these matches where we are playing against relegation fodder, so be it. Because that has been the problem for us. We always had this problem in the last 3 seasons. We always managed to score goals or maintain our position against the big six. But when it came to uh, teams that sit back and like just park the bus, we barely scored goals. If that is the case, if he's the one to unlock that dynamic in our team, hell, bring it on, man. I don't care at this point. Score goals against whoever you want. As long as you're scoring goals and winning games for us, I'm not going to complain, right? You score against whoever you want, I'm not going to complain. We struggle against relegation fodder. He doesn't score headers and he goes on score two headers. He scores goals. People say he can't score in Premier League. I'm sure he will score 20 plus. Let him cook. 2 goals in 2 matches, balanced out the first game and the second game, in my opinion. Right? Do I have anything else to add regarding Yorker's performance? I don't think so. I think people have spoken enough about it. I think we covered enough about it, right? Do let me know if you guys have something else to add about Yorkers. I'll take it in. Let me just drink some water in the meantime. Wow, I've not done this much talking in a while, man. Last time I did this much talking was probably when I collabed with Hari, or it was an interview. Yeah, I think that's about it. Ha. Yeah. Next one are substitutes, right? I think okay, another one. Damn it. One another thing Jokeris Victor brings is, how after 2-0 we take a foot off the gas. Guess what? Victor won't stop. and goes until the last second, and which means he will score more goals. Love his relentless channel. No, no, absolutely. Because even that penalty that was won by Max Dorman, for vibes, it would be great if Max Dorman scored. But in reality, when you have a striker who loves to score a goal, a petty goal, a sensational goal, a striker's goal, I think it is only fair that he got the penalty, and he doesn't miss a penalty. It's only right that he takes up a penalty and scores it, and that's what he did. Two goals under his belt, with a lot of confidence going into the upcoming game week against the Anfield, against Liverpool at Anfield. We'll have to see. Our substitutes, I think we can talk about. Okay, you know what? We spoke about Ethan Veneri. I think we spoken. That was such a Kane-esque penalty, by the way. Yep, absolutely, absolutely. He was licking his lips. Yeah. Let's talk about Christian Mosquera. Mosquera had a performance that didn't have highlights. Now, I don't say this in a bad way. I'm just saying this as a compliment because these days, having a defender not causing issues is something good. As a defender who's just not getting Premier League minutes or first team minutes is something that is great because if he's not being the highlight as a defender, that's what you want. You want a defender to come there and just play his game, right? Mosquera, who's known to play as a right-footed centre back in that RCB position, who can play as an LCB with his right foot, went on to play as a right back as well when Timber was subbed off. Was he great? Yes. I mean, no. Was he good? Absolutely. Did he have the game that he was meant to have? Well, hell yeah, because he didn't have something that caused issues for us, right? I completely forgot that Mosquera even played. That was the issue with me. I didn't realize that Mosquera played until we ended the last stream, until we ended the live watch log, and then I was like, wait, who was the other sub? It was Mosquera, right? So I think he had a sublime. He had a very solid game in his own right, and I thought he was good. No highlight because he's slotted in so well. We scammed Valencia because this is an underrated sign. Absolutely. We have that much injuries in our second match. How are we sustaining the whole season? It's a must season. Absolutely. See that's what depth does to us does to the team as scale. Because in our defense, we have Mosquera. Presently, we still have Kivior, we have MLS, we have Ben White who are yet to come in. In the first match against Manchester United, what happened when Calafiori and Ben White got subbed off? We had MLS and Timber come on. They slotted in as if nothing had happened. In our defense, we have Mosquera and we have even this one Kivior to come in to deputize in our centre back pairing. So in that way, we are able to make sure that our defense are solid off the bench as well. So in that way, we can make sure that we can rotate our fullbacks, we can rotate our centre backs when time comes, even in those cup games as well. On the ball, you know how we love Zubimendi and can pass it both feet. It was been yeah, exactly. He's perfect. Yeah, he's proper. He was proper with both his feet as well. Trossard, okay, making those overlapping runs like Ben White. Yep. Aside from the topic, opinions on. Okay, we will talk about this. By the way, my 2 cents on this is that it was the most random uh transfer in my opinion. I didn't see it happen. There were no rumors about it, but Vasquez leaving was, I think it was bound to happen. But to Leverkusen was so random. I didn't see it. But to replace who? Frimpong? I don't know, man. I think Eric Ten Hag is set up for failure because the way players are going out of Leverkusen immediately has been just funny. They've lost whom? They lost Raka, Wirtz. They lost Boniface. Yeah, Boniface. I think didn't do well in his medical. Something happened there. I'm not sure regarding what happened there. And then we have even there another defender who was leave as well, right? So I think Eric Ten Hag is set up for failure. We'll have to see what happens there. Yeah, our other substitutes. I think MLS had a game again similar to Mosquera. MLS in those tight spaces, the way he just He waits those spaces. He shields the ball, bullies the people who try to get the ball off him, and makes the darting runs. Very, very great. Uh, Same with Trossard. I think Trossard had a very mediocre game. I thought he would be much more effective. His rating of 6, I think, is okay. I would have put it to a 5 because he had moments where he was good. He had moments where he was so bad. Because when he came into the midfield to like spray those balls to our left wing or to our right wing, he was good. But when it came to him playing as a left wing, he was so poor. The substitute that many people were surprised to see, that was Max Doman, right? 15-year-old kid comes in, plays close to half an hour, 26 minutes plus extra time, was something, man. The way he he knew how to slow down a game. He knew how to take on his defender. He knew how to, you know, beat his man at the same time. Initially, I think the first 5 minutes he got a taste of what Premier League is like, but then after that he ran riots, man. It was a proper schoolboy performance. He was given he was given the license to do whatever he wanted, right? He went on to uh, he was running at defenders. He won penalties for Victor Gyökeres. He took a shot. I thought he almost scored, but from the angle he looked somewhere else. But it was such a chaos performance. I loved it. I absolutely loved it. So I have no complaints, man. I just hope he keeps developing. He's just 15 years old. 15 years old. Let's hope he gets a minute. Let's hope he gets a goal. That would be great for all the Premier League records as well. Now, this Boniface guy is very sus. He failed his Al Nassr medical last. He did? Oh, okay. I didn't know about that. I'm pretty sure he's hiding something. I didn't know about him failing Al Nassr or this thing. That is news to me. Trossard has regressed so much. Last summer was the right time to sell for Saudi. Absolutely, Halko. The thing is that Saudi came in 1 week or 1.5 week before the season transfer window ended, right? So if Berta was the guy, probably we would have gotten replacement. We had Edu. We were not competent enough to get a replacement ASAP. I think that is why. If Odegaard is absent, we will play Eze, Martinelli a left wing, or Eze left wing with Waneri as cap. Again, this conversation is going to happen on Friday when we do the preview for the upcoming game weeks and all of that. So let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's talk about what needs to be done in this stream, and बाद में on Friday when we talk about the Liverpool game and that game week, we can talk about that for sure. Any idea why this is happening? No, see, this is genuinely news for me. I didn't know that he failed the Al Nassr thing. See, I think one thing for sure is that this thing. What is that? Boniface had a conversation with Fabrizio regarding Uh, Fabrizio reporting fake news. He said that is with his national team and not uh, with his transfer to Milan. So what is exactly the truth there? I'm not really sure. So need to see what happens there. Halko Saka is the perfect role model for dominant top GCS, GC's top player in person on and off the pitch, on and off the field. Dorman, Rio, Ethan for England for the next generation is so scary with JJ Gabriel. I thought JJ Gabriel is pure Brazilian, has no English roots. Okay, but yeah, the last bit very, very good. Very, very good. Are you concerned about Saka long term? He keeps getting injured and gets fouled a lot as well. Are you comfortable with Madueke starting more than 15 games this season? Hmm. Interesting question. Interesting conversation we can have regarding this. Am I excited for the fact that no, sorry. We'll take it one by one. Am I concerned regarding Saka's long-term injuries? So this hamstring injury is on his other leg, that is on his left leg, right? So it may not be as bad as it is. Second thing, probably I'm deluding myself in thinking that Arteta said we have a bench, we have rotation. If you guys feel any tightness, you don't have to play uh, for more than what you need to for the team. So you can definitely come off, right? So answering your second question, he keeps getting injured and keeps getting fouled. Keeps getting fouled. So I think with the seasons going forward, We have a backup who can take up those minutes, who can help balance Saka's workload, and like how you know this thing Arne Slot has done with Salah, who is the closest example of what can happen, right? So in that way, I think his workload can be managed much more better. Are you comfortable with Madueke starting more than 15 games this season? I think so. I really think so because Madueke is a good player. I don't think people know that. People are only seeing the fact that he is coming from Chelsea. The concern should be, can Madueke be the consistent player? That has been my concern because Madueke at PSV was a baller. At Chelsea, a baller as well. Where his problems were is his consistency. He's regularly not doing the right things. He's regularly not doing well. That has been the concern. So if he's starting 15 minutes with a manager like Arteta, with the assistant manager like Heinz, I'm sure he will improve. I think with constant game time, with like 15 games this season, he can definitely. We can assume that he can come up with consistency that we can hope for, or let's just hope that he comes up with consistency where we do not fall off because lack of his inconsistency. Because if he's regularly putting his inconsistent minutes, then we are in for again Ethan Very right wing minutes or Max Tobin right wing minutes. So that's all I have to say. कल हो ना हो कल करे सो आज सो आज करे सो अभी what. See, thing is, my Hindi is so bad, so you guys got to help me with that. Mike has, see, and I don't think Mike has improved that much. I think the surrounding that I'm in. I'm in a library, so it is like very calm and no noise, no nothing. Saw your tweet suggesting Saka might have to reinvent like Owen did. I saw a tweet suggesting Saka might have to reinvent like Owen did. Owen had scary ham injury like Saka has now. Owen said he was never the same. Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, I think in this way, true, true. I think now for a fact that we have a team who can do a lot of defensive work, Saka doesn't have to put in that right back or the right wing back work all the time until the game state expects him to be. So I think yeah. So basically, an expensive version of Martinelli. Then, God damn it, Luke. God damn it, not like that. Madueke on right wing in Asaka absence. That's not too bad. Yep, absolutely, absolutely. Right. I think we wrapped up the Arsenal segment. Let's talk about the other big six games. Chelsea, bro, the way Chelsea played, funny. Funniest game ever on the planet because when Paqueta scored that goal, I was like, nah, don't tell me that these guys are going to bottle it. Don't tell me that Chelsea are going to bottle it, right? Then Chelsea came up. Chelsea again conceded. Luckily, it was war for them. Then they went on to score the 4 goals, and it became 5-1 to Chelsea. Right? Bizarre game. Uh, João Pedro, whoever has João Pedro in their FPL, we will definitely talk about FPL in like 10 minutes, 10-15 minutes, depending on how our conversation goes. Insane game, man. Couple of assists, goals as well. I'm just like, wow. Again, what happens to Dilap when Dilap was given his first 10 minutes? I don't know, man. I really do not know. João Pedro has the ability, has been doing really well. Let's just see how he does in terms of FPL and for Chelsea as well. I'm already praying for Saka well-being in Odegaard part as well. Yep, true. Oh wow, I'm 1 minute, I'm 1 hour late. Nah, man, it's never too late. We're having great conversations. We finished the entire Arsenal segment, by the way. Yeah, Chelsea. I don't have much to add. I did watch the game, assuming that Palmer was going to start part, but yeah, it is what it is. When Arsenal scores from corners, it's harassment. When Chelsea scores from corners, it's flirting. Yep. To see that they scored from three set pieces was funny, and nobody said a word. Nobody said a word. The fact that they brought in a specialist in the set pieces from Brentford, and nobody said a word. I guess when you're big, man. That's all I have to say. Next one. So this game, I didn't watch the game because it was at 4:30 my time. I couldn't watch it. Uh, guys in the comments, if you have watched this game, do let me know what you think about it. I watched the highlights. I thought Man City got physically outplayed by Thomas Frank's Spurs, which I didn't think was going to happen. Did I expect Tijani Reinders to do anything? Not really. He was just in my FPL, so I thought it would be nice to see something from him. But the fact that he got outplayed, obviously the highlights didn't do justice regarding Spurs' performance because it looked like, see, what does highlights do? It tries to show the best moments. If in my opinion, I think if Man City scored initially, right? If Haaland scored or if Marmoush scored those goals initially, I think it would have been a whole other game. The fact that Man City didn't take those initial chances that they had, and then we had Johnson score, and then we had Paulinho score as well. I think that's where the game died because I think these guys lack a player like KDB or the mentality of KDB who keep making it happen for this guy. So I think Man City lack a little bit of mentality. They What exactly is Man City's issues is also something I've not really realized because I've not seen them play. I think maybe this game week I'll try to put in some time and watch their game to maybe really understand. Do let me know in comments what you guys thought regarding the Man City game. Wow, we got a lot of comments already. Yeah, Madueke is going to put Kirkes on again. This conversation we will have on Friday, which will be the preview for the upcoming game week. This is a review for what has happened in this game week. This Yamal guy, man, I swear to God, he does shit like this on internet and plays. What? What happened? What? What even happened? I don't know what happened, man. City haven't solved some issues they had last year. They have taken the more vertical direct approach in their attack. Okay, okay. The only conclusion I got from the game is if Leeds and Sunderland can somehow lose less than 20 games, West Ham are going down. Yeah, that is true. That is true. Sucheet, bro, Why Tottenham, irrespective of anyone in Indo thought is the kryptonite of Pep's EPL side. Again and again, they seem to get the better of him. Now that's a mental block. See, that's what I think. You could just, I think you can simply put it that Tottenham, the name Tottenham, is a kryptonite for Pep because I think irrespective of managers, like how Charles has said here, and I think I even tweeted out some days back that irrespective of the manager at Tottenham, Pep always loses to Tottenham. Poch, Ange, Mourinho, uh, Conte, now Thomas Frank. He's always lost to Tottenham no matter what. Why? I have no idea. I think it's just like how people say, just a kryptonite at this point. Looks like McTominay, it looks like he turned up. Yeah, yeah. The fact that KDB and McTominay are balling out together is something else, man. I'm always nervous for a top six game. I know, bro. I know. On Friday, this stream will be a lot different with our panelists as well. Let's hope we get our panelists as well. I told you Wolves got behind City defense several times before City scored. Yep, it's a real weakness. Frank's man-to-man press continuing from Brentford. Okay, okay, that's what happened. Fair enough. City are open like here. Okay, here we go again. Hi, Rodri. You said the same thing last time as well, man. You said the same ditto. I think you copy pasted from that time itself. Yeah. Next thing, Manchester United. Well, Manchester United. Who wants to talk about Manchester United, boys? Who wants to talk about Manchester United? Ooh, we have a comment from Ritesh. Brother, everyone talks about Arsenal set pieces cause more than half of goals of last season came from set pieces. In some games, Arsenal intentionally try to get corners. They're very good at it, no doubt. Absolutely. I don't see anything problem with it. I really don't think that's a problem with it. So see, last season I get it, it became like one of our major reasons to go there. But I think this season, with the way that we have recruited in our this thing, I think it will become a lot more different than set pieces becoming our only source of scoring. So you are right. You are definitely right. Yeah, I know. I know. Look, buddy, this is you. Last time it was my fault. I didn't bring up Manchester United. I think it's only right we talk about Manchester United right now, right? So, thoughts, Luke. I will wait for you to say whatever you have to say. Yeah, Luke. Any comments on United? I have a lot to say, but just gonna hold it because trust the process. Okay, that is fair. That is fair. How was Tesco? How did three? How how did third? Oh wow! Oh wow! Uh, did you discuss all the? Okay, we didn't talk about the Liverpool game. The next thing is the Liverpool game, so I just left it till then. So yeah, we're talking. I thought United, Liverpool, FPL, Manchester United, dude. I watched this game because my roommate is a Manchester United fan, right? So I watch United games. They watch Arsenal games with me. Manchester United, the first 15 minutes was so good. I do not know how they did not score in that 15 minutes. They hit the post. The goalkeeper, Leno, made an insane point blank save from set pieces. They were an issue. Bindier put in probably one of their only great big chance opportunity created by him and did not score anything. But the fact that they created all of this in just 15 minutes and nothing after that was comedy. And after that, what had happened? The fact that Bruno and Manchester United got a penalty, and the fact that Bruno lost his cool, mind you, lost his cool against a referee who was trying to set up the line at that penalty box because some people were not adhering to the rules. So he went there and by mistake by mistake he hit this one Bruno, and then Bruno completely rattled. I mean, you are the captain, bro. You are meant to be the one to make sure that you ease it. You're meant to be the one that helps out your team. Are you really telling me that you got rattled? And that was the most un-Bruno kind of penalty. He tried to blast it. What happened there? Because after that he came in the very end in the press conference and then says, "I know missing the penalty was not an excuse, but the referee did not say sorry." Bro, you are the captain like of Manchester. See, if some person like this came out and said from the other teams, nobody would have said it. But you're the captain of Manchester United, bro. You can't be saying that, man. You honestly can't be saying that. But it was funny. It was genuinely funny what happened. And then guess what? The Arsenal boys, Iwobi and Emil Smith Rowe linked up and scored the equalizer. In the very end, you could say the last 15 minutes, Fulham could have scored, but it's only fair to say that the result was a deserved draw, in my opinion. Yeah. Now let's take up all the comments. Did yeah 343 in 2025. Nah, this is getting sacked first before. See, forget Christmas, bro. There are people who think that he might get sacked this September if they lose against Burnley at Old Trafford. It would be funny, but let's see. Suchi, thoughts about my comments on how Cunha and Kinder Bueno have returned to their normal finishing after an outliner. Wait, where did comments? Wait, where which comments? Oh yeah, I mean, for previous stream, maybe you might be right. See, see, I know it's the second. I know it's just the second game of the season. Wow, their finishing have been so subpar, bro. The fact that Mbeumo got 20 goals last season and that is the finishing. Wow. I mean, Barani could be onto something, to be honest. Now, let's be real. The midfield was really unstable. Bruno doesn't fit in this team anymore. I like him a lot, but he doesn't. He just doesn't. I do not know why Mino doesn't get any minutes. Lot of issues to fix. This bit. This point is so accurate, Luke. I'm glad you brought it up because I know it is a very unpopular opinion, but I think United should have taken that money because Bruno in this team doesn't fit because of the manager, not because he's not a good player for Manchester United. How are you telling me that Ugarte is getting minutes over Mainu? In what way Mainu is worse than Ugarte? In what? Just give me something sensible, because I don't think that is sensible in any way. Because the moment Ugarte came on, the whole balance was gone. Amrim wants to play Mount over Bruno. I really do not know, man. I really do not know. The sensible thing should have been Mount stays, Bruno goes, and probably in Amarim's words, Mino coming in instead of Casemiro going off. Right? Substitutions were horrible, absolutely horrible. Amarim got that wrong as well, and the team also fell to trash after that. Something going on at Old Trafford behind the scene. Why so many academy graduates waiting out? Bro, Amarim is not giving the minutes to the players that deserve to play in that main team, man. The clearest example is like how Minu is not getting minutes in that midfield. There's no way you can tell me that Minu doesn't deserve minutes in that Manchester United midfield when Ugarte is getting minutes. There's no explanation for that. There's no explanation for that. Even right wing back has to be first. Yep, absolutely. That's what. When you went for Brian Embuemo, I was surprised. I thought you would go for a right wing back like a Dumfries over Embuemo. But yeah, it is what it is. Uh, yep. Luke, everyone knows how open that midfield is, and why would you buy? And yeah, exactly, man. Exactly. I was able to see penalty. uh, okay. I comment absolutely. I think must have lost in the other corners. Okay. Bruno is a fucking I'm making excuse for missing penalty. Bruno made time to start learning Arabic because we ain't keeping you if in Africa. Fair enough. Bruno, okay. We repeat the same thing. Bunty, which is welcome, man. They will go for Glasner for sure. He won't. Ooh. Oh, okay. Okay, Amram, I think you got to stay at United because if Glasner goes to United, okay. I don't want Glasner to United, man. That would be sensational. Ugarte has Amram. Probably, man. If you're being real, Cunha and Mboma are better in this day and age. Huh? I don't understand this comment. Did see pathway at Arsenal, Chidor? Yeah, absolutely. It's that simple. It's just too fun. Dude, not just Marco Silva, man. You had Iwobi and Smithrow come out and explain on how it was easy to beat that United sides, United's right hand side, basically of Fulham's LHS. It was absolutely funny, like how they kept saying we just put the ball over and we got through. Like funny, man. Ogate over Mino, Casemiro over Mino. What the fuck is happening? I don't even understand. Mino is such a quality player. You have Mount, who was so good in preseason, who can play as a number 10. Yeah, he's not wrong. Luke is absolutely right. Like it just doesn't make sense how Mino is not getting minutes in this team. Or Bruno, yeah, okay, huh, that's true. Bayern Munich could have been a very sensible option for Bruno. Okay, okay. Whew. Now I'm already hurt with Frank at Spurs. Yeah, man. The fact that Thomas Frank is a Spurs is hurting, and the fact that if Glasner goes to United, it would be sad for all football fans, at least. But yeah, I don't want to dwell much on the United side and berate United and take and mock Luke, because honestly, it has gone from funny to sad at this point because they have good talent like Mino. I'm not saying Mino is world class. I'm saying Mino is a very, very good talent and he deserves minutes in midfield to probably elevate his game. But him not getting minutes is just wow. As a football fan, it hurts me that Mino is not getting any minutes. Yeah. I should have gone. Yeah, exactly. Dumfries. Hulkwards, bro. I've known Manchester United fans when I was in school. I've known a Manchester United fan as my roommate since 2018. I know a Manchester United fan since 2022 as well, right? Uh, Constantly, I've been seeing the same thing. Get defenders, get quality midfielders, get quality defenders. I don't get Manchester United's fetish to get attackers when they need to develop or when they need to get players in that defense, in that goalkeeping ka situation, in that CDM ka situation. They I, I just don't get their obsession to keep getting attackers when they needed defenders, when they needed CDMs, when they need proper somebody to fill the gaps in that team. They keep going getting attackers when they don't need attackers. I just don't get it. Okay, you got in Cunha, fine. Okay, why did they stop? Why didn't they stop at Cunha? Why did they go get Mbuemo? What was the need for Mbuemo when you had Ahmad there? You don't have a right back. You're telling that you needed to get an Mbuemo while you had Dallo as your right back. Dumfries was right there. Like how this guy's like how Luke said, Dumfries had a release clause of 25 million, and you're telling me United can't pay that. They weren't thinking about money when they spent 85 million on Sesko. Glazes. Okay, no, no, no. Okay, here I don't think Glazes is the issue. I think your sporting director or this one Ratcliffe is the issue. Ratcliffe? Wait, who's the sporting director? Whoever is a sporting director is, right? He should be the one to identify where the gaps are and help your manager. Dumfries in this team would cook because Dorgu has found his groove and was not able to do anything because you have Ahmad up front. Dorgu can't be up front as well because Dorgu has to put in that defensive shift as well. It's just as a football fan, if I'm talking about United, the holes are so evident. Probably you do not even have to watch 90 minutes of football to understand where United are. You can probably just watch 5 minutes of highlights. Do you know those 2-3 minute highlights that the football clubs put out as highlights? Even from that, you can see where the issues are. It is that evident where United are lacking, man. It's just something. Or this, or this. I told Mystic long ago that Sesko deal is such a absolutely, man. Absolutely. See, as an Arsenal fan, it was sad to watch Sesko go to United, but as a football fan, I was devastated with that he went to United. Had Sesko gone to Newcastle, it would have been a whole other picture because Sesko is not meant for United at this point in time because they need to improve their midfield, they need to improve their defenders options, they need to improve the right hand side. But no, they went and put 85 million on Sesko. Truth is, United had too many holes in their squad. They should have gone for a basic formation who can platform their average players. Hiring Amorim like buying Ray-Bans while wearing socks. ah, fair enough. I think Amorim needs to take in a lot of criticism as well because how do you come to the Premier League and say highway on my way without getting any wins? You're telling me that you had 29 20 no, or whatever games he has managed, 28 losses and not getting the sack. Potter, who has a better win ratio since since I think this thing since he came on for West Ham, has a better win ratio than Amorim. And guess who's getting the conversation regarding getting this thing getting sacked? Potter and not Amorim. It's just funny, man. It's absolutely funny. They went for Mbeumo when they had Bruno Ahmad Mount. Should have spent on Wharton or Agome to solve the midfield and go on for Munoz or Dumfries. Absolutely. And if you're being honest, Sesko isn't worth 85 million. In fact, no striker except Alvarez, Haaland, Rotaro. Absolutely. As much as I love United, Sesko isn't worth it. But yeah, that's the whole reason why we didn't go for him, no? That's the whole reason why we said, you know what, chuck it. We're not going to spend that much and all that stuff. So yeah. And that goalkeeper is so abysmal like Chelsea. True, true. It's just that United fans are obsessed with Bruno just because he saved. Yep. Chalo Sucheet bhai, got to. Thanks for staying up for so long, man. Thank you so much. And good night and good luck for tomorrow's college. Yeah, that's it about United. Let's talk about Liverpool. Let us talk about Liverpool. Ah, we expected cinema. We got it cinema. We absolutely got it cinema. We absolutely got cinema, man. The way Newcastle played was honestly okay. You know what? Yeah. Thoda off topic, but I must say, as a presentation at Arsenal, the video brought tears to my eyes. Perfect choice of BGM, perfect script by Ian. A man achieved his boyhood dream. Absolutely, absolutely, bro. It almost felt like a fan was living out a dream. Something like we wish we could do for our club, as it was doing that. And like you said, perfect script. The way Ian Wright was there as well. Crystal Palace. At same age, he moved from Crystal Palace to Arsenal. He has achieved massive, massive things for Arsenal as well. Yeah, it was a beautiful story. I don't want to talk what has happened in terms of reaction regarding this, but as an Arsenal fan, as an Arsenal supporter, it was beautiful, man. It was beautiful. Let's move on to the next match. That is the Liverpool game, right? Yeah, guys, send in your comments. I couldn't believe what happened yesterday. I genuinely couldn't believe what happened yesterday. We will feast against Liverpool. Got in their fullbacks in corner slot was complaining that it's not a 40 game. Well, slot. Welcome. Okay, we'll have this conversation on Friday. Let's talk about this game. Newcastle versus Liverpool at St James Park. See, I know in terms of ball possession and everything, Liverpool had the ball, but if you watch that game, man, if you watch that game, in terms of creating, in terms of asserting themselves, in terms of doing the things to like probably get that goal and that win, man, Newcastle were on their game. That midfield of Joelinton, Tonali, and Bruno Guimaraes is a hack. Is an absolute hack. It is insane to break it, because see, first game week, Bournemouth, I was like, fine, Wirtz, he just came in. I'm not going to say anything, right? Because he was all right. But this game, oh my God, oh my God. See, I get he did all the running. I get he did all of that. Oh my God. I watched the game. I was like, huh? How can you lose the ball that many times? How can you? Oh, wow. Again, I know it is just his second game week in the Premier League. I know he will take time to get adjusted, but oh my God, bro. I lost words describing how bad Words was. Like, Words was. At that point, I was like, remove man, it's just bullying at that point. It's not fair to watch Words like that. Then Gravenberg came with that goal out of nowhere. Like, out of nowhere, that is such a what a goal out of nowhere, man. I know it is deflection. Ekitike's goal also came out of deflection. The only goal that came like out of counter attack and all of that, a proper Liverpool build up and everything, was Rio's goal, man. It was sensational to watch a 16-year-old kid, a Liverpool academy dude, come on, take come in those last minutes, being that ray of hope and scoring that winner. Massive, massive 3 points at St. James Park, man. I could talk about this game for an entire 2 hours and I still won't be okay with what had happened. In my humblest opinion, I think it was a draw, in all fairness, because the way Newcastle played in spite of going one man down, right? Sensational, man. Fair play to Newcastle. Fair play to Newcastle. If Joelinton stayed instead of getting injured, I'm sure Liverpool won't have gotten the third goal. I'm sure if Tonali also stayed, the third goal won't be coming. The fact that Osula didn't start was surprising. I thought he would have started, but yeah, it is what it is. What a player he is. The fact that these guys played with a midfield without their core midfield close to like 30 to 40 minutes and still managed to try and get that win in terms of football, fair play. But I think if you were the team that needs to get those minutes and everything, get those points and everything, why were you going for a winner when you know the kind of attack that Liverpool has? That's the only criticism I have of Newcastle, apart from the obvious, this thing, Gordon's brain dead things that he did. Newcastle will be a problem for many teams, including us. They need to resolve their centre forward situation. Absolutely. Liverpool missed Wirtz. Hopefully, he will play next. Either Gravenberg scissor tackle, not getting red card, and if that was Xhaka or Miles, there would have been yeah, when Konate push on Barnes, what? Yeah, absolutely. I thought Barani would bring it up, but I'm glad you brought it up. See, when Gordon got that red card, in all fairness, that is a proper red card. No denial about that, right? What I didn't understand, like how Gravenberch had a more dangerous foul, or more dangerous tackle along those lines, and got a yellow card. Why? When Konate was on his second yellow, Barnes was through, and Konate pushed with his hand. No foul. Forget yellow card. He didn't get even a foul. What happened there? Where was consistency from referees? I don't know. Bruno G is some player. If I was Madrid, I'd sell Kamavinga. Ooh, great shot. Great shot. Great shot, Barani. I think this is a very, very good shot. Kamavinga has regressed in terms of physicality and his game. If Bruno Guimaraes is there in the mid, oh wow, wow, wow. Bruno Guimaraes in Madrid, insane, insane. But yeah, I think we're done with Premier League conversation. We will go to my favorite bit, that is fantasy football. That is regarding that. I mean, I'll wait for like few minutes. We'll take in few comments if you guys have regarding Liverpool's game and all of that. If it's only regarding the Newcastle Liverpool game, if it's regarding what is going to happen next week, we'll wait for that on Friday casting. So if you have something regarding this team, I'll wait for like 10 seconds and then we can go about FPL and we can wrap up the stream. 1 second. He's 27, 28. I think he has to move now or next season we'll have. Yeah, absolutely. Hmm. I think that's it from this. We will talk FPL, buddy. We'll talk FPL. FPL share screen. FPL. Ta-ta-da. Oh, sorry. Ta-ta-da, ta-ta-da-da, ta-ta-da-da. You know what? Let me boast for the first time. Look at this. Look at this, guys. 79 points. 79 points. Aha. Kelleher. See, the issue with Kelleher is that he got a yellow card. Who would have thought, right? But yeah, the fact that I had Dubravka and he got 6 points was sad, but it is just 1 point. It's fine, man. Esteve, this this was the most insane 6 points I've ever gotten in my FPL career in the last 5-6 years that I played FPL, man. Insane. I didn't expect this to happen. See, head to head, I was aware for a fact that Burnley have a good track record against Sunderland. Basically, Burnley rarely loses against Sunderland. They draw or they win. They barely lose against Sunderland. I've seen the head-to-head track record, right? So I thought, okay, let me not what is that? Replace Konsa permanently. Let me just bring in Esteve as a substitute. Boy, he gave me 6 points, man. He gave me 6 points. I couldn't be more happier. Uh, Barani, Ekitike and Takashi saved me. Also, how is it possible that two of my midfielders had to come out due to injuries? Might need to use a wild card depending on Palmer news. Ooh, Saka and Palmer were the injuries. Which other midfielders did you have? Oh, we'll check your team as well. Nothing like that, bro. They had see, that doesn't matter. It was 90. See, Ainsley, we can talk about this at great length and not come to a conclusion, right? The way clubs are throwing money at potential players is absolutely insane, right? I think we can see from like last 3 seasons, right? How the hell are Wolves paying close to 80 million for a guy who barely made it in the Portuguese league? I think his name was Fabio something, bro. Fabio something. He was like a wonder kid or something. That didn't make any sense. Manchester United at Anthony, no breakout season, close to 90 million. Rasmus, barely 10 goals, close to 80 million. Sesko ka situation. Yeah, Fabio Silva, absolutely Fabio Silva. That's the one, right? Sesko, yeah, Sesko for 80 million could make sense because he had two good seasons. His first breakout season was sensational. Last season, he played more as a provider than as the target man to score those goals. So makes sense why his numbers were not that great, but he was developing in terms of his overall game. So I get 80 million for Sesko in my opinion. Ekitike for 90 million didn't make sense in terms of money. Why? Because he had one good season. That was it. He was at PSG, barely got any minutes. Obviously, that PSG team was stacked, so nothing to do there. He came to Frankfurt, one insane season, fair play to him. I thought he would stay one more season, develop, and then move to another club. It kind of makes sense why he went to Liverpool because Liverpool, with under Arne Slot, he would be substituted and he'll have the time to develop at the same time, grow into that thing. So 90 million could be making sense if he scores close to like what 17 goals in the Premier League alone and should be great. But in terms of money, it doesn't make sense, man. I think since the Neymar transfer window, since Neymar transfer to PSG, things have gone out of hand. Dembele 180, 160, Coutinho 150, 120, 150. Just bizarre, man, bizarre. Yeah, absolutely. Ekitike aesthetically and in terms of output, solid player. A funny stat: Sesko had played close to one whole game of minutes for United. They put this is the issue, man. This is the issue with again. We can talk at great lengths at United, and we can come with multiple solutions. Or they'll keep buying attackers when they need to solve a lot of issues elsewhere. But yeah, it is what it is. FPL, Jokeris captaincy, man. People who doubted him, Jokeris. I'm so glad I captained him. I even mocked Aarush when I mocked Jokeris there. So yeah, Joao Pedro clutch, bro. Absolutely clutch. 15 points, insane. Yesterday, Mohamed Salah last minute 5 points. I'll take it. NDA was another surprise as well. Maybe with Grealish being there, we could get a lot of points from him as well. Magui, whatever it is, Reinders. Right. Okay. Let's look into you guys. Where is the league? I'm a top 10. Yeah. Fantasy football. Okay. Let's start with Luke. I'll check out Luke. Luke, buddy. Oh, wait. Bruno was good in that Fulham game, not gonna lie, but he wasn't the same form. Yeah, true, true, true. You are not wrong. Luke. Let's look at Luke. Luke. Oh, you fell to 23. Wait, what? Wait, you fell from. Ooh. Luke, what was your league position last game week? 67 points. Good. Oh, I know re injury. Fuck. Okay. Delete 7 points. How? Decenter. Okay, makes sense. Okay. Huh? Bonus 3 points. Okay. But why? Did he? No, he didn't even assist. Okay. Fair. Okay. Didn't make sense. Okay. Yeah. Euro goal. This was good. Remember, Luke, last team we were like, okay, I don't know what happens. Oh, okay. You were not there in the league. Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay. The fact that you had trifactor of Euro, Delict, and Cunha, we thought it was an issue. I think during the watch along or something, it worked out. It worked out. Fair play, man. Fair play. Delete having 7 points is a surprise. In all honesty, I didn't see that coming. But okay, Tarkowski. I think Tarkowski was helpful for even Barani, if I'm not wrong. That was really great. But why did he get 8 points though? Clean sheet. Obviously, minutes played. Okay, the contribution. Fair enough. Munoz. SS Kudus. Clean sheet points. Good. Good. Okay. Ekitike was your saving grace, man. 9 points. Damn it. The fact that you had Yorkers as your third sub, right? Why? Why would you do that? Yeah. Wait, you had Eze from Crystal Palace or you had Eze as an Arsenal thing? Let me know because your bench is solid, dude. Solid bench. Wow. I mean, your team is really great. Sorry. You had Dubravka on bench where you had Henderson as your main. Oh man, oh, this is funny, but poor guy. The fact that he had Yorkeris as his third sub, if Yorkeris was his first sub, buddy, he would have been on 79 points, you know that? Ah, this is just sad at this point. Oh, funny, man. Neto 7 points, fair play, fair play. I should have taken that -4 to sub in Joao Pedro for Haaland. Need to be more brave. Ooh, okay. Let's look at your. I hate Arsenal. That's why I had Eze on Palace because I thought he would have a farewell game. Okay, okay. Barani, what do you have for me? Oh, you're in top. Barani, what was your league position last game week? Let me know. Oh, D. Cooper, man. Okay. Pedro Porro, good clean sheet, yellow card. Hmm. Tarkowski, you said that, fair enough. Oh, Mikola, yeah, okay. No clean sheet. Ba- Barani. Look at me. Look at me. Who takes Buendia, man? Takes Buendia? Who the hell does that? In what world would anyone take Buendia in B 2025? In B 2025, who the hell takes him, man? That's just sad. This is a good shot. This is a very good shot because he will definitely have a lot of defensive contributions as well. Mbemo, ah, at your own thing, man. Wait, 4 points? Wait, what? How 4 points? Oh, yeah, you captain. Oh, went from 12th position to 44. Oh, oh, my bad. AKTK, okay, your strike force is insane, man. Your strike force is absolutely insane. But yeah, Haaland didn't score this gaming, but you can expect him to score. Wait, who's City playing next? Who's City playing next? You say full profile. Okay, Brighton. Brighton away. Hmm. Maybe you know what? I'm not going to give any advice because I remember you saying that you did a coin toss regarding Mbuemo and Palmer. I fell for Palmer, and that is why you went for Palmer. You captained him, and the fact that Palmer got injured, like what, 10 minutes before kickoff. The moment the news broke out, right? The first thing I did was send that tweet to Barani. Barani, bro, your FPL is fucked. The first thing I did was that, but yeah. So no, so Mbuemo starts. No, so Buendia started every preseason for Villa, and they sold Ramsey, so he was the first sub. Okay, he was like so cheap, so he was like, okay, fair enough. True. Ah, yeah, he also had Dubravka on the bench with sense. Yeah, I think nobody expected Burnley to win at the same time get a clean sheet. I think that's why this happened here. Oh man, you had this guy as a third substitute. Fair enough. Fair enough. Any other these things do I need to look at? I think I've seen everything. Hmm. See, the only change in my team that I would do for next week game week, right? Depending on Palmer's news, I'll have to see because Saka looks to be out for 4 weeks, at least for now, right? We do not know the mind games that could be played here. The fact that Saka could be at least on the bench is also possible. So if in all honesty, I could honestly, we do not know who's having the bigger injury here. Maybe Palmer, maybe Saka. Not sure who's who. Not sure who's where. Right? Oh wow! If this happens, so I'll have to change this one. I'll have to change this one. I'll have to change this one as well. Oh, Konza. Wait. Can somebody help me? Konza got a second yellow red card, or did Konza get like a straight red card? I need a little bit help regarding this. Palmer will play as per sources, but Saka won't play for sure. If that is the case, then probably I will bring in Kudus in this in place of Saka, or I could even bring in Rice. I could honestly bring in Rice because Rice brings in even those corner points. He brings a lot of defensive points as well. That could be something I could do something there. And then if Konza comes in, I'll probably bring in Konza for Estave as well. Probably I'll keep Kelleher as my starting goalkeeper because he's playing against Sunderland and unlike Dubravka who's playing in Manchester United. It looks like all the usual point scorers, big players are dropping points like flies, have to make team of new signings for safety. Uh, Actually, you know what? Wait. If you have the patience, wait it out. Let the two game weeks of this one international break also get over, and then see if you want to have your wild card. Because during the international break, touch wood, no injuries. But if there are injuries, you'll get to know, and then you can make all your changes. Rice is a great shot, but I don't pick any Arsenal players sacrificing for greater cause. Fair enough. Fair enough. Substitute Kudus for Saka, get the -4 by substituting Alex. See, I have not made any substitutions this game week, so I'll have two free transfers for next game week. So I'll have to see. Do I want to change this Moreno guy? Or do I want to sub off this thing, Saka and Palmer ka situation? Uh, so yeah, need to see. Hmm. Yeah, I think that's it, guys. We have spoken enough. We've spoken exactly 2 hours. Uh, 5 concurrent views remaining. I think it's only right we wrap up this team. I see Lee and Goldbridge talking about it. Renica should be used. Oh, is it okay? Okay. Please see my. Okay. You know what? Since you're here, we'll check. We'll check it out, buddy. So this thing. Ta-da, league. Mine. We'll check it out. Yeah, this is your team. Search. We'll search it here. Here. Yeah. Okay, so you did not make the top 50. Are you there in the top 100? You are not there in the top 100 as well. Are you there in the next one? What? Wait, will it be found now? Damn. Okay, we have like four more people joining us next game week. That makes us total 132. That's insane, man. That's insane. Crazy. Are you here? You are not here. Where are you? Ah, you're here. Top 30. You're in top 40. Ooh, Raya. Great shout. What a difference, man. What a difference. Raya, Esteve, great points. Gabriel, great points. Saka, 6 points. Wait, did you captain Saka? Wait, how do you have 6 points? Goals. Okay, okay, okay. Haha. My bad, my bad. Wait, who's your captain? Captain. I'm laughing at every Palmer person. Pedro really saved many people, man. I'll tell you, this is great. Who could you probably, who could you probably, in the next game week, probably I'm assuming that you'll remove Saka and you'll bring in somebody. But your attackers, many people fell for Watkins as well, man. Many people fell for Watkins as well. People took a -4 hit to bring in Watkins. That is funny as well. But yeah, nice team, nice team. Uh, I'll tell you why this one. Why Joao Pedro has been a saving grace for many people. So KV captained Joao Pedro, and he got 30 points. He has Gakpo, he has Pedro. This was insane, man. This is absolutely insane. This captaincy, whoever captained Joao Pedro, KV and whoever else has captained Pedro, insane shit. Okay. Please don't talk about FPL. I'll bring up yours as well, Aarush. I'll bring up yours as well. Uh, he was there in the first page. Okay. Yeah. Is there any update on Palmer? So far, no update, man. Aarush, no update. What should I do? I really do not know. See, I think the most obvious substitution or the most obvious replacement that you could bring in is Saka. Apart from that, I have no other thing. See, Aston Villa players have been sus, except Konsa because he's a defender. But every attacker that Aston Villa has, Watkins, Morgan Rogers, has been very sus so far. Preseason they balled out. Many people fell for this. I'll tell you why. Because let me bring us Aarush. Aarush, where are you, man? Out of top 50. Are you there in the next one? I think you're there in the next. Oh, yeah, here. Yeah. So this guy brought in Watkins. This guy brought in Watkins. and he captained him as well. So yeah, that didn't work out. Also, Konza's back next week or no? I think he's back next week, man. Because when I clicked on a pick team, right, Konza's right there. Probably I would do something like this. The fact that they didn't say he's like suspended and all that, I'm assuming that he is available. So I guess that's the point. So this would be my team as of now. I didn't make any changes, so yeah, we'll have to see. Using wildcard to change a lot of. I don't think again ride it out. Wait till game week 5 because I think the okay actually not game week 5. Wait for the international window of international thing to get over. See if there are any injuries and then make your changes. It is in my opinion. At this point, it's stupid to pick Villa players. They suck. I always had Watkin. Oh, you just made him captain. Lamo. You had Watkins and you just made him captain. Just peak. Peak. Mr. Aarush. Yeah, yeah. Yep, that's about it. I think we've discussed everything. We've spoken a lot. We've had a great discussion. Nice team. Um, you know what? As a token of appreciation, let me just admit something. I was so close to canceling today's stream because I felt so low. It has nothing to do with anything. It was just like why? It was more like I was just mentally drained with a lot of things going on in my life. So I just didn't want to do it. But I'm so glad that you guys have turned in and thanks for being there for me, guys. Like, thank you so much for tuning in. That's why I was wondering defenders to choose need to kick out Palmer, Saka. True. Yeah, yeah. Or see, Barani, I think you're new to the stream, so let me new to the channel. So let me just say this again, right? So every Monday or Tuesday will be the roundup stream for all the matches that happened in the previous day. Thursday or Friday, regular will be Friday, is the stream that we do a preview for all the matches that are happening in the upcoming game. So we do that regularly. That has been consistently happening last season. That will be happening in this season as well. So yeah, that's what we do. That's why I've been saying. If you have any comments regarding Liverpool and Arsenal thing, keep it for Friday because on Friday that's what we're gonna do. I was hoping that you guys remember that, but it's fine. I'll keep reminding as long as it takes. But yeah, let me do the final promotions and we'll wrap it up. If you guys have not joined in our FPL, do join in. I will close the tournament after Game Week 5. There will be a jersey giveaway in the end of the season. For that, you have to be in our FPL team. Do check out our Discord as well because there are great people out there um, who join us. We have great conversations during the week. We help out each other during FPL as well. So do check that as well. I have no idea what is the subscriber count. If you're not yet subscribed, keep subscribing. We'll be back on Friday. Yeah, often try making videos too. Okay, you know what? On weeks where I can't do watch along for Arsenal games, I will try and put out my instant reaction videos. Okay, we'll start with that because midweek videos and all that I don't have much to say. Nor do I have the time to put. Let's just say that I don't have the time for it. So that's all I have to say. But yeah, we'll be back on Friday, hopefully with all my panelists and my boys. Basically, we'll see you soon. Till then, take care. Good morning, good evening, good night, wherever you go. Bye bye. Take care. Peace.